first ever episode of
Girl Talk About It. We'll talk about our everyday lives and things impacting women in society today, such as...
everything. Relationships.
Friendships.
Feminism.
Families. Social issues.
Right. So to just start on
how we met,
right?
We got together. Okay. How's it been like? Has it been like almost 3 years?
Almost 3 years,
right? That we met. We actually met on Meetup.com. Can we say that?
Yes, we can. And if y'all want to hit us
up
to sponsor, we're all for it.
Is that okay? Okay. Yeah, so we actually met on Meetup.com in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So we were both at a meetup, which was huge. It was probably like, it was well over like 30 girls.
Yeah, I want to give it like a good 50 to 60.
Yeah, it was a lot of girls, and it was at a restaurant. It was for brunch, and everybody just happened to sit at this. We just happened to sit next to each other.
But how did you end up finding Meetup?
I was actually just kind of like looking to meet new people and new friends. So I just Googled how to meet new friends, and that was one of the first things that came up.
Oh.
Yeah. So I went just by myself, and you were with your cousin.
Yeah, it was a funny time for me because I had just moved out from a home I shared with my ex-husband and with my daughter, and I was in a weird space being home, and luckily my cousin, hey girl, don't watch this. My cousin Jasmine. She was living close by to me in Jersey, and she was just like, let's go out, let's go have some brunch. She started the meetup for the same thing, to kind of meet like-minded women, to kind of network, socialize with, things that you want to do that maybe your friends don't want to, or significant other, whatnot. So we went. I was rocking a real pixie cut. Remember that?
Her hair was so short.
It's growing out.
Because you just cut it.
Yeah. It was like a couple months in from cutting.
Right.
And so she was just like, let's go. And it was like fall.
Yeah, it was cold. It was almost Halloween because I went to a haunted house.
Yes. So exactly what you said. We got there and we literally just happened to sit.
Yeah, right around
me,
the same.
Jasmine, and you was probably like across from Jasmine.
I was across. And there was like other girls there too that were really cool.
Yeah.
So we were there for a while. Like we were the last ones to leave. Like the table that we were at with the other girls.
We paid no attention to the host.
Right. We just kind of talk amongst ourselves. So after the meetup, it was probably like a few days later, maybe like the next week.
Yeah.
We had all exchanged Instagram accounts.
Yep.
And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna hit everybody up to see if they wanted to get together, people that were in our section.
Yeah.
So I hit everybody up, and I think Jasmine did respond too, but I guess her schedule was a little harder, if I'm not mistaken. But Whitney actually hit me up and was like, yeah, let's do that.
And
so
I think that was it. Nobody else.
No, nobody
which
else.
was cool.
It was just her and I.
They were cool, but
they were, so
we just vibed.
We met up for drinks. I think we went to happy hour.
It was like a Tuesday.
Yes, and we just hit it off.
Yeah.
And the rest is like history.
It is.
Right.
And then we kept doing, every Tuesday was happy hour in the city.
Right, and then, and then like we just hung out and we just hit it off from there.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because me moving, I don't live in New York anymore,
Yeah.
but we still see each other.
Yeah,
so
you're close enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we still see each other and we still make it a point to kind of like connect, even though it's a long distance friendship in a way.
Yeah, we got a long distance relationship.
I guess you could say, right? Like it's not super far, like
It's
we're
not,
really not,
it's not.
but it's just still it's different because I'm not in New York anymore.
Yeah.
So that's how our friendship.
And I think it continued because we both put the effort, and it was really important, and it was super dope that we always talk about how at our age, I mean, we ain't that old.
No,
we like,
but
friendships,
20s,
early
30s.
It's hard to find
as an adult,
especially genuine friendships.
Yes,
and we talk about everything.
Yes.
And after realizing how important it is to have girlfriends, because when I was younger, I used to roll with dudes. I was a guy's girl. I had a few girlfriends, but I appreciated more guys because of the cattiness.
Yeah,
and the things that you didn't have to deal with.
Right.
But now as you get older, you find it important to have that type of circle.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's funny as when you get older, why is it harder to find friends as an adult? But I guess you don't have school, which you see the same people all the time, whether you're in college or whatever the case is, and you're working, and so it's kind of hard to find time to meet new people if you don't already have like a set circle of friends.
I agree. And I think that's why we put the effort in.
Yes.
Once we knew we kind of vibed, we wanted to build that friendship. We had to put work in.
Yeah.
And now even being long distance, we make a point to kind of see each other when we can. Go to dinners.
Yeah. She'll come stay for the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she'll come back to the city.
Yeah.
Whatever we gotta do to kind of make it flow, cause I ain't met nobody like that. And we on the same page with a lot of things, and I learned a lot from you.
Yeah, vice versa too, because we talk about everything all across the board, and we just personally felt like we had so much to say and so many thoughts. We're just like, why don't we share them with the rest of the world?
Yeah,
so,
and I think we funny.
Me too.
I don't know if y'all don't think we funny, but I mean we funny, and I think we've been through a lot of things.
Yes.
In life that it kind of intertwines with why we wanted to start this channel and have a platform where, yes, we're both Latinas. I'm Dominican,
Puerto Rican,
and we find ourselves wanting to talk about cultural things and being minority, but also just put our personal experiences into this video to see whether it helps. Y'all can comment and feel free to want to chime in and talk about anything we had to.
And even if it's anything new going on, because the world is so crazy right now. I mean, it's been crazy, but it's more crazy. It's like the intensity level is kind of kicked it up a notch. So we just kind of like, I think it's also cathartic to kind of have somewhere where you can just give your unfiltered opinions on things.
And there might be things that you may not agree on or may agree with, but that's what this platform is for, is to discuss things in open space and everyone have an opinion respectfully.
Yes. So we want to be geared more towards women of color spaces, because that's just what we are. So it's definitely where we're kind of leaning towards.
And it's welcomed for any women. It's just from our experiences, women of color, Latina, Afro-Latina. It's just our cultures, our life, our everydays.
Right. So I think when you have friends for a long period of time, you feel like you're obligated to still have them around because it's like this sense of loyalty. But sometimes it may not be the case. You know what I mean?
And they've known you at a time where you're not at your full growth. If that makes
So you're a completely different person. You're in your 20s.
Yeah, you're either you met them in high school, grammar school. I know people that have friends that they're like since the 4th grade, and which is amazing. It is not anything of that.
Of course.
But it's piggybacking on what you're saying is you expect, like, you have to be their friends. People are in your life regardless. I say it as lifetime, season, or reason.
Right.
There's gonna be a point for that relationship. They're either gonna teach you something about yourself, teach you something about them, about life, what you want different. And that goes for any type of relationship, but even as friendships.
That's really dope if you can have the same friend for years and you guys are growing together. That's amazing. Because I know me personally, I'm definitely a different person than I was 5 years ago, 3 years ago, last year. I'm definitely a different person, and I feel like we, especially women, are always evolving and changing. I've changed my train of thought. I've changed my thinking. That's like the same thing, but you know what I mean. I've changed my eating. I've changed so much about me, and I think me now, I mean, somebody from years ago may be like, oh, that's Melissa, what's up? I know her, but they don't, because I'm a completely different person than I was when they knew me.
And that's the point. I think you're supposed to evolve.
Right, absolutely.
And your friends should accept you evolving, because a lot of times, some people are like, oh, well, you're different.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Isn't that the point?
As if it's a bad thing.
Yeah, like, am I supposed to be the same person you know years ago, last month, couple?
Exactly.
The point of life is for you to evolve, to grow, to become this new person in whatever situation you find yourself.
Exactly.
There are circumstances that change you. There are, experiences, and even just health kicks, you know, when people want to do healthy kicks, or someone in religion, or it's just anything, but that as friends you should be able to accept.
Absolutely.
Or understand, even if you don't agree.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't mean that you have to change.
Exactly.
But you do, as friends, you can't stay stagnant. If one is moving, the other one should be moving as well.
Right. Yeah, and I agree on like what you were saying about even if you don't agree, because that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I struggled with that at one point, is when my friends, because I just want to see everybody that I care about grow and do good things.
Yeah.
So I think I used to struggle with, if somebody was living their life in the way I didn't agree, it's just like, well, why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing this?
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, Melissa, it's not your life.
Right.
It's their life.
Right.
You know, you can't tell people what to do just because I wouldn't want anybody to tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? When I'm moving, I'm sure there's people that were just like, okay, girl. See you later. Like, my grandmother was just like, we'll keep all your stuff here for when you come back. And I was just like, my grandma throws shade though. My grandma throws shade.
I think
which is really funny.
grandma
But anyway, so I think, you know, that was for me too, where it's like, you just have to know, like, okay, unless it's something that it's damaging themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something that is like really detrimental to them and something that they're really harming themselves, and that's different. But if it's like choices that they make, you know, you may be like, okay, cool, that's what they want to do. I'm here to support you. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And even though you may not like it, but it's just like, I'll, you know, but then when it doesn't work, you're there for them when shit doesn't work out.
Right. And then and good friends know, like, there's been times where I'm very much, I get consumed in my own space. If I feel a type of way, not towards my friends, but if I'm having a bad day, if I'm going through something, I'll close myself off. They'll hit me up and I'm like, I'm good. But they'll be like, you sure? Or they'll give me my space.
Right.
And then they're able to be like, what happened? No, we're going to talk about this.
Right, exactly.
Because I feel like if I'm going to call you my good girlfriend, you the homie, I have to be able to tell you everything.
Right, yeah.
Just everything. And I should not have to be concerned of you spilling to anybody else. I don't have to be concerned of the judgment. Because there's a lot of times I think I start conversations with you and I'm like, Melissa, no judgment though. So
I know, because I can be really, I know that I can be sometimes with my opinions about stuff, and it comes off really judgmental, and I'm like, wait, Melissa, dial it back a little bit, because this person, then you don't want it to be like that friend, because I was that friend where people be like, yo, I'm not going to tell you nothing because I don't want to hear your mouth.
Right. But it's not even not hear your mouth. It's more like, I'm about to tell you some crazy ass stuff.
Right, exactly.
You know, and either you might feel embarrassed yourself to tell someone else, but it's, you know, you have somebody to do life with and kind of laugh with and go through the roller coasters. Yeah. Because it ain't easy.
No, it's not. It's not. Being a human is very hard.
Yeah.
Being a woman in this society, being a woman of color is just, it's hard out here, y'all. It's hard out here.
It's real tough for us.
Yeah. So I think it's just so important to have, even if it's just that one person that you can just call for anything or any reason. And I think that's just like really important for somebody to have. I don't think it's healthy to be in a relationship where your relationship is all you got.
Yes.
You know, I have a boyfriend. I love my boyfriend. I say he's like my best friend. First thing I said to myself was, I need friends out here.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I said. I said, because he can't be my only friend. I love him, but he can't be my only friend. So I used to have this thing. Well, Meetup was the first time that I ventured off of meeting people online. Yeah. I never had to do that. But I was just like, you know what, how else am I going to meet new people? For me, that was the best way. I came down here, it was the same thing. I went on an app and I just started kind of just like meeting. Girl, some didn't work out, but my really good friend
used to tell me some stories.
No, some didn't work out, some a little weird. But I actually made two really good friends out here. One I see, we go to yoga together all the time. We always go to happy hours. So, and she's from New York actually too. So you put yourself out there, and it's scary. For me, being vulnerable with just anything was hard. I never liked to show my soft side.
Listen, and I think also experiences has made us to feel like we need to be closed off to people and not let them be open.
I agree, yeah. So that's why it's just like, okay, you go out and you put yourself out there. It's like dating, but with friends. You know, you're still going there getting to know a person. So it's scary, because then you're just like, okay, but then if you hit it off and it's cool, What you have to do is put in the effort, reach out again. And that's something that I had to learn. And I think throughout my life, there's some friendships that I had growing up, going back to what we were saying, that I'm like, damn, I feel like I kind of missed out on being their friend.
Yeah.
That they're super dope. And it's not nothing bad between us, but I had like a good group of friends growing up, and sometimes I'm like, damn, I should have kept in touch, because that was my issue. I would be really bad at keeping in touch with people. And I still feel like I kind of struggle with that sometimes. Well, not with you.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I feel like I struggle with keeping in touch, but when I was younger, yes, I definitely struggled. And like, let me hit this person up. I would always wait for people to reach out to me. It's just like, that wasn't cool. So me now, I recognize that, and I'm just like, damn, but that was a friendship. Like, they were my girl.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, because I feel like that could have just still been a friendship. But it takes two, and that was something I had to realize, was putting work into a friendship. I definitely realized that. Definitely, probably like over the past 3 years. So you have to make sure that it's both you guys. You're reaching out, you're taking the initiative, and vice versa. You don't want to be the only person reaching out all the time.
It should be reciprocated.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and another important thing is the fact of supporting one another and bigging up your friends, whether they're attending school or landed a job or got a raise or doing their own business.
Right. Yes,
it's really important to be supportive and to kind of give them that encouragement. I say, we're flowers, we blossom at different times, we get water differently, but we're always going to be there. So there's no point in hating on one another and not actually being genuinely happy. And that's why you have to really protect your space.
Yes, absolutely. And I think going back to what you were saying about supporting your friends, social media is a great tool for a lot of women-owned businesses. So you see a lot of women out here being their own bosses, entrepreneurs, starting their clothing, jewelry, art line. So what we want from this channel is definitely incorporate that into our channel as far as getting stuff from independent-owned businesses. Like the mug. We're not sponsored in any type of way.
We ain't
but
nobody.
Nobody knows us. But like this mug we got from Viva La Bonita.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe that they're Chicana, if I'm not mistaken. And they have clothes and things like that. So they're really dope to check out. But we definitely kind of want to incorporate that, whether it's clothes that we're wearing or jewelry.
Or decor, whatever it is.
Yes, we definitely want to put that into our videos to kind of just support the people that are just out here hustling.
Yeah, and we appreciate y'all because we get it.
Right.
When we started this platform, it was pretty scary to understand.
Yeah.
But if you want a Viva La Bonita cup, you can check her IG, and I believe her info is her website. It's on the info.
Yeah, it's Viva La Bonita, I think.
Okay. Well,
does it say something?
Doesn't say
no,
.com,
but I think it's on their Instagram, so they have really cool stuff to check out.
And this one says Cup of Cheese Man, which is cute.
Yeah, it's like give me the tea.
Right.
Exactly. So that's why we thought this one would be really cute to have on the video as we sit here and sip whatever it is that we're sipping. So
if you guys have like any music, anything that you want for us to share, we're definitely about supporting one another and kind of bigging you up.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess we'll just end it here.
Yeah.
And we're super excited.
Stay tuned. Yes, we have a lot of ideas and a lot of different things that we want to talk about. Some stuff will be very lighthearted. A lot of other stuff will be a lot more in depth and a little more heavy. But we definitely just have ideas. We're getting our niche in this, trying to find out what works best. So constructive criticism, please, if you have any. Please be nice.
Yeah. And you guys feel free to be part of the comments. We will link our social medias down.
Yes.
I always wanted to do that.
So
wherever it's at,
subscribe.
like and subscribe. But we look forward to building this with you guys. So stay tuned for another episode of Girl Talk About It.